Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name's Brian, and today we're going to explore an abandoned, mostly forgotten racetrack right in the middle of the city. There's not much left there, except most of the track and the history of it. What's remaining now is pretty much surrounded by factories and a strip mall. And what is there is, it's pretty heavily overgrown, but we're gonna go in, check it out anyway, because I'm amazed that it's there at all. So let's take a short ride over, check it out. All right, well, here it is behind me, Dayus Speedway. Luckily, someone has a hole cut there in the fence already, so we can get through. Otherwise, we'd have to climb over 2 6-7 foot barbed wire fences. I'm not up for that today. So thank God someone already cut a hole. So let's go through the first one, see what's laying around in there, and then we'll see how we're getting through the second fence. Now this was where the bleachers were. You still see all the foundations from them. All right, I'm gonna find a way to get through here and we'll resume videoing then. All right, I've come across another hole in the fence, so we're gonna go through right here. Well, here we are. Welcome to what's left of Dayus Speedway. So let's find a starting point and we'll take you for a walk around the track, or what's left of it. And here we go. It's probably the only asphalt you're going to see today. Everything else is pretty heavily overgrown, covered with leaves. Now we're coming up to all this section here. This entire corner would have been all the bleachers. Okay, well, we'll continue alongside what's left of the track. You can see here we're still on asphalt, so it's just the very edge of the track that's gone. Amazing what they bulldoze out of the ground in this place. Oh, we're gonna have to go around some of this. I'm not climbing through this today. When we're done on the track, we'll take a little walk through the trees, see what we can find. Hey. Old bottle. It's a cool old bottle. I find a lot of them out here. Started from all the racers and fans. People just hanging out. It's this one. Alright, looks like you get a little clearer over there. Get back on the track. Alright, back on the track for a little bit. Oh. This would have been one of the straightaways we're walking down. Now this used to continue further up this way. But now there's another factory that's been built there, so they've tore up a big chunk of the track in this area. So this would have been roughly where we would have been coming into one turn. And we went out just a little further. And a little short, tight turn this way. And come back into a straightaway on that side. Okay, well, that's one half. As I say, parking lot was over there, and it stretched right through, probably across right here where we're sitting. We'll take a little break for a minute. Well, that wasn't much of a break. I just spent the last 45 minutes retracing my steps. I had my small tripod in my back pocket and lost it somewhere. So I guess if anybody comes out here, finds a small little tripod, have fun with it. So I guess we're just gonna use a tree stump for now. Okay, back on the track now. Let's go up and we'll take this turn up here and bring us down the back side of the track. Here we are coming through their first turn. There's one turn at this end of the track, 2 turns down at the other end. Some chopped up frame rails. Some other floor pans and other pieces of an old car chopped up. Somebody's old chair. Not much left to the track. She ends right here. This is where we would be coming out of the turn. But the track on this side has been dug up, turned into an empty lot. Completely fenced off. I haven't seen anybody use this lot in more years than I can count. Now, there's no track left on this side. I'm not making it through these woods here anyway. Not trying to video at the same time. So I think we'll take a little break. And then when we resume, we'll go through the center of the woods, or the center of the track, and we'll see if there's anything left. Originally, this was a quarter-mile dirt track, built in 1951 by Frank Dayus, which is where it gets its name, Dayus Speedway. This was originally Frank Dayus' baseball field, right up until he lost his ownership to his franchise in the Windsor International Baseball League, when he decided to tear down the baseball diamond, get rid of the bleachers for that, and he had the racetrack built and all the grandstands put in. It ran a dirt track until 1954, I believe, when he had it paved, and then stayed in operation until 1958 when it closed. And that's when everybody started racing at Bluebird Raceway. Didn't take long for Dayus Speedway to gain popularity with racers when he opened. At the time, people were racing at Windsor Motor Speedway, but they were starting to become unhappy with the track conditions, and they were starting to look for another track to race on, which was perfect timing for Frank Dayus. He provided them with a brand new track, and everybody switched over to his track to race and stayed here for 7 years. The track had 3 turns to it. It would start over here where the bleachers were. It would come up a straightaway all the way up here. Right about here you'd get into the first turn, and it would come right up here, right along that fence there, if you can see it. And it would turn right out here into, past this fence, into where that big lot is. Get a second straightaway, same length as the first one. It would take you all the way down. You get into here, you get your second turn, short straightaway, third turn coming around where the bleachers wrapped around the corner, and back up your first straightaway. Well, pretty much covered all the track that remains. Back over this way behind me would have been where the pits were, but that's all factory now. So there's nothing to see over there. All that's left is what's left in the middle. There's not a whole lot left. Last time I was through here, there were some old car parts, some sinking into the ground or finally raising up out of the ground, not sure, but we'll go zigzagging around, see what we see that I haven't seen before. And here we go. I know there were a lot of car parts and stuff that were abandoned here shortly after the track closed, and everybody left here and started racing at Bluebird Speedway or Bluebird Raceway.
a lot of the drivers would still come here after it was closed just to practice. So we found, over the years, we found old racing slicks in here, different small pieces of interior pieces tossed out.
And that's somebody's old downspout from their east trough. Left of a old bench seat from an old car. Old tire sunk in the ground. Another one back there.
I've never seen that before.
I don't know if that's from the racetrack
Or the baseball diamond. Or somebody was doing something out here after that.
but either way, some bitch is heavy duty. Chrome ring off an old headlight. Stainless steel ring. His old backpack. Of course, can't go far without finding this shit. There's their spoon, their needle. Ownership for the car, but it's all melted. Oh, son of a bitch. Cool, 65 bucks from a junkie. And an LG. It's an old one.
There's an old armrest. We're pretty much done in here now. There's that last straightaway right there. Well, the end of it going into that first turn where the bleachers were. So we'll go over and take a look in that area in a minute. Alrighty, last but not least, this is where the bleachers were located. Let's follow along where they were. Some of the footings for the bleachers. Now, in here I have never been. So, let's see how far it goes and what's in there. Well, that's about it. I don't think there's anything left to see we haven't already seen. Okay, well, there you have it. That's pretty much everything there is to see at Dayus Speedway. We've walked everything, I've crawled through everything. I've videoed and photographed pretty much everything that's of any interest anymore. But if you want to come out, take a look at it, just Google it, and you'll find exactly where it's at on Google Maps. If you want to get in, you gotta be 8-foot barbed wire fences. You can either climb over them if you're brave enough, or if you're lucky enough, like I was, walk along both fences and you might find a hole that's cut in the fence from somebody going through. So I guess that's it. So if you want to see more videos like this and some other ones I do, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and hit that bell so you'll be notified when new videos are posted. So I'm gonna go home. I got a lot of editing to do now. So see you in the next video.